Hey, 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 it's me again, Dope, and this is a Dope-tacular end of the year spectacular. Say that 3 times quick. Anyway, today we're going to do my top 10 purchases of 2022. I did one last year, 2021, and we're back again to do 2022. So ain't nothing left to do but get to it. Let's start chopping and looking at some of these books. So the first one on my top 10 of 2022 in 10th place, purchase of the year, is from 1954. It is Crime and Suspense number 24. I've loved this book forever. This is a nice presenting copy. As you can see, we got a deranged dude with an axe chopping up a guy in a bathtub. Who wouldn't want that? That sounds like a tremendous cover. And it is. We got the green background. We got the classic EC look. We got the 2.5 blue. And you know, I'm not a grade snob. I don't care about grades. What I care about is preserving the book and a good presenting book and a complete book. I don't have any purple labels. I don't have any green labels. I want a complete copy and I want it to present well because I'm buying the book, not the grade. So, and another thing that irks me is I want the grade to match the price. And as long as the grade matches the price, I'll buy a 9.0 or a 2.5. I don't care as long as it presents well. Blue label, CGC. And this is a 2.5 that presents very well. And we got a dead body. The only thing that would have made this cover a little bit better is if they'd put some blood all over the side of that bathtub and all over his white shirt and all over that carcass in the bathtub. You know what I'm saying? But this is Crime and Suspense, number 24. Very underrated cover. Should be higher because it's so brutal. It's brutal. How could you not love this cover? This is one of my favorite pickups of the year. Actually, my 10th best favorite pickup of the year. So there you go. Crime and Suspense, number 24. My 9th favorite pickup of the year is one I just got for Christmas about 3 days ago. This is Action Comics 108. And I love Golden Age Superman, especially ones that present well. That is a beautiful cover. And I've never collected Action Comics or I've never, me it's always Superman title. And the same thing with Batman. I've always collected Batman, not Detective Comics. But I just happened to be looking through some Action Comics one day and I came across this cover and fell in love with it immediately. You know, we got the molten metal coming out of the big foundry up there. Superman's blocking everybody from dying down here because you got 2 cool looking guys that work in metal and they're about to get killed with this hot molten metal and Superman saves the day. Beautiful colors. I love the gold. I love the copper. I love the gray tint. The only thing that really sticks out is Superman and his colors. Very beautiful cover. This is a 3.0 CGC from 1947. What can I say about it? WF White art. So, it's a classic cover. If you ever see this, it is Action Comics 108 from 1947. And sorry about the Mylar on there with the glare, but it's very beautiful. And even more beautiful in real life. So that is my 9th favorite pickup of the year. My 8th favorite pickup of the year is LB Cole from 1951. This is Blue Bolt 11. Blue Bolt 11, classic werewolf cover, classic LB Cole cover. We got skulls on here. We got these guys back here, one on each side. And they got on the green cloak pointing at you like you're next. We got some more skull candles. We got bats. We got some hands. We got a devil over here. What more? We got a snake. I mean, we got everything on this cover. It's a beautiful cover. And sorry about the glare from the Mylar. But I try to keep all my slabs. Well, I don't try. I do. I keep all my slabs in Mylar because I hate a scratched up case. So, if you're going to pay the big bucks to get one graded, keep it in Mylar. That way you don't scratch it up. Here, let's see. This is my 7th favorite book I got this year from 1952, Fiction House. This is another great horror cover. This is another great horror artist. I love LB Cole. The only guy I love better than LB Cole is my man Reese Whitman. And this is Ghost Comics number 2. Ghost Comics is my favorite series in all of Pre-Code. I think they have the best covers. You got this beautiful girl here, ripped up golden dress, 90, whatever you want to call it. Back here in the background, you can see in the shadows, you got this dude watching her, giant face coming out of the darkness. You got these little fairies, I guess they're dreams or whatever, that's coming off of her. Crazy cover. Maurice Whitman's always the greatest at combining detailed horror with good girl art. He does it with all his pictures, and I love all of his covers. And this right here is my number 7 pick in a 2.5 blue label. And it is Ghost Comics number 2 from Fiction House, spring of 1952. And it's a beautiful book. And over here on the side it says classic lingerie cover. So I guess there's people that just collect lingerie covers. I don't know, but they've got it on there just to let you know that she is in a lingerie and not in a prom dress. So next we got number 6 on the countdown. Number 6 is another Maurice Whitman. It's another Ghost Comics. And this one's 53. And this is the belle of the ball when it comes to Ghost Comics. If there's one anybody wants, this is usually the one everybody wants. This is the most expensive book in the run. Beautiful blonde, tied up, red dress in distress. We got the ghoul over here with a lantern. We got old Jack coming through the attic door with his 45 drawn. If you look close back here in the spider webs, I don't know if I can see that. I don't know if you can see that or not. There's a face. See that face back there in the spider webs? So there's some kind of creature back there in the spider webs. I guess this guy, this ghoul, works for him. And he's about to eat lunch, which will probably be this blonde here that's tied up. And she's fighting her hardest to get unshackled, but it ain't going to help. Now unless Johnny over here with his 45 can do something about it. And it's a beautiful book. This is another 2.5. This is from 53, Ghost Comics 6. And love this book. Hard to find. If you do find it, it's fairly expensive. It's a lot more than the other Ghost Comics. The 5th best book I bought this year. And this book just keeps creeping up my horror list. When I bought this book, I was excited to get it because it's a classic cover. But the more I've owned it, the more I really appreciate it, and the more it just creeps up my list. It's Crime and Suspense Stories number 17 from 53. And this is the beautiful, crazy cover. I used to, when I was little, I had a reprint of this. And I always admired this cover and the brilliance of it. Because it looks like somebody in a gray shirt is shooting this dude in the head. And you can see the brains flying out. And it's morbid and everything a young kid would love. Shedding a tear because he ain't going to be with Sally no more back here. But if you look closely, you find out in the picture. I mean, this is a mirror behind Sally where she does her makeup. You can see that that is his arm. So he is committing suicide. It's not somebody killing him. You can see back there he's committing suicide in the mirror. So it's even more deranged. Sally wrecked the BMW and he's tired of her shit. He said, I got to go. Kick rocks, bitch. And he shoots himself right in the head. Because Sally wrecks the BMW. I've never read this story, but I imagine that's what it's about. All about a wrecked BMW. But you can see it right back there. If the glare from the mile arc will show you, it's actually his own arm. And love this book. Classic book. This is a 3.5 from 53 Blue Label. And this is my 4th favorite book I got this year. And hopefully I will have it forever. Well, yep, just did that backwards. This goes over here. Okay. That was my 5th favorite book I got this year. My 4th favorite book I got this year is a book I've been after for a long time. This is my Witchcraft number 3.5, number 5. I'm getting all tongue twisted. 3.5 CGC Witchcraft number 5. And it's a beautiful book. It's an Avon book. It's a Kelly Fleece. It's a painted cover. You got all these skulls down here. You got this beautiful, beautiful girl. Red dress in distress. Redhead, fire on the hole. You've heard that before. She's old fire crotch. She's redheaded. Beautiful girl. Beautiful green ghoul. I would have never thought to go with the green, but the green is really popping. The green is what makes this book stand apart. Love this witchcraft. I love the header. You know, I love everything about this book. It's a beautiful book. And we kind of have a little club on here. Me and Metarog have a copy of it. It's very hard to get. People usually don't get rid of this book. Beautiful book. Also, Man Cave. He has a copy of this book. So, if you ain't subscribed to Man Cave or Metarog, you need to go out and subscribe to their channel because they're part of the Richcraft 5 Brotherhood. Beautiful book. Check it out. And we're down to my third best purchase of the year. I was saving up for a special Superman book when I came across this book cheaper than it should be. And it is a special Batman book. And this is Batman number 6 from 1941. And I had to use my Superman money to buy this Batman book while it was in my grasp. I thought it was a little underpriced. And I knew if I didn't buy it then, I'd never get a chance at another one. So I pulled the trigger. And this was probably around March of this year. And I got this beautiful Batman number 6. Presents so well. I made friends with a guy that owned it out of Florida. He was originally from Tennessee, where I'm from. It's the first appearance of Death, the Clockmaster, or the Clockmaker. I don't know. It's a Bill Finger story, Bob Kane, Jerry Robinson art, Bob Kane cover. Beautiful book. Love these books. Anytime I can get a Batman single digit or a Superman single digit, that's what I do. And this is Batman number 6 from 1941. So, the 2.5 blue. Beautiful book. Hopefully I'll have that one the rest of my life. My number 2 book, I had a goal at the beginning of the year, well, before this year, it was actually 2 years ago, to collect all of the yellow, low-numbered Superman books. And that was number 11, number 6, and number 9. They all go side by side. They're a little sub-collection I like to do in my mind sometimes. I like to look at stuff and think, well, that belongs with that, belongs with that. And I sub-collect. And I just make up my own collections. And somebody had 6, 9, and 11, and they look so cool together. So I wanted to collect 6, 9, and 11. And I got 9 last year. So in January of this year, I got number 11. So this is the first purchase I made in 2022. And this is the classic Breaking the Chains cover. Neil Adams went on to copy this later on and make a more explosive looking cover with like bursts behind him and stuff. But this is the classic yellow cover. This is original Breaking the Chains. This is number 11 of Superman. 4.5. Fantastic book. Presents very well. No problems with it. It's got 2 staples in it. Still got 4.5. It's very beautiful. Very, very happy to have this. This is my second best purchase of 2022. And to carry on along the same story, the hardest book I've ever had to get in my whole collection. It's expensive, but it's not the most expensive book I bought. But it's probably been the hardest book I've ever had to get, track down. I found 2 or 3 of this book. It got away from me over years and years and years. Finally, I got my copy, and it's very beautiful, presents so well. It's my favorite book in my collection. Not only my favorite book from 2022, but it's my favorite book in my collection that I own. It's a Superman 6 from 1940. It's another classic yellow cover. And like I told you, 6, 9, and 11 belong together. This is, check out that old S on his chest. He's got the old style S. Superman 2.5 blue. And this is number 6. And a classic yellow banana color. It's my favorite book I own. You know, I told y'all before, when I was a kid, I couldn't relate to Superman. He was too perfect. And now as an adult with 2 teenagers, well, one's 11, one's 14, I get tested a lot, and I have to be super dad. And constantly running errands, trying to get my daughter to softball, trying to get my son to basketball. My son's also in the chess club. My daughter, you know, they got to get showers, they got to get fed, they got to get their homework done. My son, he's 11. He's been a diabetic type 1 since he was 6. And I have to get up multiple times for the night with him if he's low, and give him something sweet to drink. If he's high, I have to give him insulin. It's a lot of times the first thing that pops in my head is Superman. Just try to be super dad. That's what I was put here to do. I feel like that's my goal on earth, is to raise 2 high quality standard kids. Don't know what to say about it, but Superman is probably my, I know Superman's not real, but he's what I strive to be, super dad. And it don't matter how tired I get, I got things I got to do, and I can rest when they're grown up, I guess. But you've seen my top 10 books for 2022. We're under 16 minutes. If you like what you saw, just click below. If you don't worry about it. We're not going to give you the spiel today. I would like to see other videos. Anybody else get their top 10 from 2022, post them, top 3, whatever. Tag me in them. I'd like to see them. Be interested in seeing what everybody picked up and what their favorite stuff was. And, just comment down below. Subscribe today, and I will see you again beneath the blackened sky.